Welcome to the month of April, and it's this April Fool's Day. Dun, 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 dun. It is April Fool's Day already. I got a new DVD and Blu-ray update. Hey guys, happy April Fool's Day. I just wanted to do my video a little bit different. This is my Mario 1-Up mushroom that I found a couple years ago. It's very cute. And I could swing it around. I just wanted to do something a little different. Hope you guys think it's cute. I love Mario, so I will, yeah. So as you heard in the video, it's April. Welcome to the month of April. I got a huge stack of DVDs and a Blu-ray here to show from that I bought in the last month. And let's get to it. I'm glad you guys have enjoying my videos. The last two videos I got a ton of thumbs ups and a lot of views, and I'm very surprised. But hey, I'm gonna be honest, you know, with all my thoughts, no matter what. And to start off with, this is a movie that probably doesn't piss off as many people, and it's a movie that's similar to what I saw last week, and that is the Batman and Superman movie, World's Finest. Yes, I got to see this back when I was 12 years old, and it's the a shortened version, an abridged version of what we saw last month. And I love these two characters. This is the Superman I like, the cheerful, lighthearted Superman that actually has emotion on his face and is, the good natured Boy Scout. And of course, Batman, I still prefer him because he is the man, and he kicked ass in the movie that I saw last week. This had the Joker and Lex Luthor, great villains. Harley Quinn's in there, and it's based on both the animated series of Batman and Superman. And awesome. It's too short though. It's only 61 minutes. It could have been an hour and a half or an hour and 40 minutes. It wouldn't bother me, but this is awesome. I got it for $5, and I will continue buying more DC stuff after what I've watched. So there we go. Next, I got this for $3.99 at Best Buy. It was a good deal. It's a widescreen edition because I refused to get the full screen edition. Four Brothers. Yep, this is a good movie with Marky Mark and Tyrese Gibson, Andre Benjamin, 3000, and Garrett Hedlund. This is before he did Tron Legacy. And I like this movie. One thing I can say about this movie that I can't stand is Sofia Vergara. She plays a small role in this, a supporting role that she's Tyrese Gibson's main squeeze. I don't care for that actress. She can go fuck herself. I think she's horrible. I don't think she's funny. I don't even find her sexy. She's like coloring her hair blonde now, and I'm like, no. This movie's about these four men. They're good as brothers. They have a lot of good moments together. They work well together. This is the reason to watch the movie. These four guys, not Sophia I Can't Act Vergara. But anyway, it's a well done movie. John Singleton did it. He's a good director, and he got good performances out of these guys. And it's a decent story. I think the movie works well. But fuck Sofia Vergara. We don't need her in this film. She makes the movie too long. It's 108 minutes. You could have taken those 8 minutes. You could have taken her out. And oh, they show her ass. I don't care. She's not needed. She's annoying in English or Spanish. And I didn't need her in this movie. I think the film is fine on its own without her. So that's just my opinion. Any lovers of Modern Family, I'm sorry, not for me. Anyway, next, this is the classic '80s version. I still need to see this one. I'm hoping for the best. I've heard great things. The original Footloose Deluxe Edition. Fuck the remake from 2011. I don't care about that movie with some no-name actor that looks like The Miz from WWE and Julianne Ho from what was it? The Grease Live and Rock of Ages and a bunch of other stuff. She's gorgeous, but I want to see this one. This is the original not Hairspray, Footloose. And I've heard the soundtrack is amazing in this movie. The freaking song Footloose, I love it. I listen to it on my phone all the time, and I've heard great things about this movie. And it's considered a classic from the '80s. And Kevin Bacon is awesome. So there's not much to see this wise, but it's brand new, and I can't wait to see this. Next is a movie I just bought yesterday. It's a drama, I believe, with Mila Jovovich. I don't think she's a horrible actress. You got to give her a good script. And this is a film directed by, surprisingly enough, Famke Janssen, the freaking Jean Grey from the X-Men movies. That's very strange, but it's called Bringing Up Bobby. Yeah, I want to give this movie a chance. I mean, it's an independent movie. I've never heard of this movie. It's from 2012, I believe. Yeah, and I want to give it a shot. I mean, it's only 95 minutes long. It's not 2.5 hours. It's pretty short, and maybe I'll like the film. I mean, Jovovich is gorgeous. Not a big fan of Russian actresses, or because the language or Ukrainian language, it's not for me. But I think she's beautiful, and when she can act, she can act. I mean, look at Fifth Element and the first Resident Evil movie, and I haven't seen Ultraviolet. I heard terrible things, but I like her, and even Cuffs that she did with Christian Slater when she was like a teenager. She's beautiful in that, and she was a teenager, which is weird because she's they sexualize her, and she's like 15 or 16 years old in that movie, and it's kind of weird. But hey, she blossomed into a woman that I can at least watch. So that's good enough for me. Next, this is a slasher film. I know this is a very cheesy film, but I've heard, I watched it. I don't hate this movie like a lot of other people do. It's not a masterpiece, but it's better than what we're getting nowadays with horror films, and that is Jason X. Yeah, I do like this film. It's dumb fun, mindless fun. I like the cast. I think because Kane Hodder's last time playing Jason. The kills are pretty badass. Like you got the him freezing a girl's face in the cryogenic ice and then smashing it. That's freaking awesome. You got this android chick who's absolutely sexy with this red hair and this leather outfit. And you also have a Canadian actress, Lexa Daug or Doug. She's pretty decent in the film. I don't think she's horrible. I like the way the film looks in space. Jason's Uber Jason. They could have used him more. He should have done more. And the kills are pretty, decent. And the film is not very long either. Um, I think it's about 90 minutes. Yeah, 93 minutes approximately. And it's in space. I love sci-fi, mindless fun, like just like Leprechaun in space. And I want to give it another chance. I haven't seen it in a while. Next, this is I believe a comedy or dramedy with Brendan Fraser, and I've never heard of this movie. It's definitely obscure, and this is Hairbrained. This is with him and with Alex Wolff. I believe he was in the Naked Brothers band. This has no features, so I can't see it again uh, for features because there's no commentary, nothing. But I'm willing to give it a chance. It's 97 minutes. It's not very long. A lot of these movies are short, except for the last two that I got here. But I like Brendan Fraser. He can do good dramatic roles. You got to just give him a good script. I mean, a lot of people don't cast him anymore because they think he's a horrible actor. But they should do that. They should not cast Liam Hemsworth anymore because he's horrible. But Brendan Fraser, I do like, and I want to give this a shot sometime. It's a new month. Why not? Next, this is a very art house flick. This is a foreign film that won a ton of Academy Awards back in 2009. Eight to be exact. And the film had a very catchy song, original song "Jai Ho." I bet you know what it is. I know this is very dramatic and sad, but I want to give this a shot. And I like the director Danny Boyle. Slumdog Millionaire. Yeah, I finally got Slumdog Millionaire. I'm hoping for the best. I've heard this movie is very depressing. People's called it the feel good movie of the year. New York Observer. No, this is a film about a poor Indian boy that goes on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, their version in India to win some money so that he can progress his life because he lives in the slums of India. And it's just depressing. But I heard some great things about this movie, that the acting is fantastic. The film is very well shot. It has, the Danny Boyle knows how to direct a movie because I saw 127 Hours and that was amazing. That was one of the best films with James Franco that I've seen after Spider Man, and it was just really, really miraculously well done. But I'm hoping for the best. I hope this doesn't depress the shit out of me because, these kinds of films, sometimes they can make me or break me. They can either be really riveting or they could just bum me out and then I don't want to see them again. But I'm going to give it a chance. So, got a good director. What can I lose? And last but not least, this was a Blu-ray I got for 13.99 at Target. I get some great deals on these movies because I was not going to pay $30 for this. It's one of my favorite films from last year. It has a badass lead, and it was one of the best action movies I saw last year. I don't care about what people say about Mad Max Fury Road. It won 6 Academy Awards. Whoop-de-doo. Out of 10. It took all the Academy Awards from Star Wars, and so did Ex Machina. Yet this film didn't get a single Academy Award, and I think it's badass. That is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Yes, this movie was freaking awesome. And I saw this in the theater. I had a great time. It says better than Bourne and better than Bond. I agree. It's definitely better than Spectre. I know that already. And the last Bourne film was well, the last one with Matt Damon was good. The last one with Jeremy Renner, I personally liked it, but it wasn't as good as the third one. And I thought seeing this movie again, it's still freaking awesome. The action is fast paced. It's got a great looking. It's the movie looks great on Blu-ray. Tom Cruise still does his thing. His running is amazing. The guy can still act, and it's got a badass female lead, Swedish actress slash British actress. Rebecca Ferguson, who I thought was awesome. Seeing her again, just this woman is absolutely gorgeous. Give me this girl over Hobo with a Stick from The Force Awakens any day of the week. Because this woman actually looks like a woman. She's older than her. She's like 32 years old. She's does more. She doesn't need superpowers to be a badass. She's just freaking a double agent that could wrap her legs around you and just squeeze you tight. And just it's just she's awesome in the movie. I mean, seeing it again, I definitely warmed up to her performance. First time I thought she was decent. The second time, much better. And she's just a gorgeous woman. Just wow, magnifique. I don't speak Swedish, but believe me, English is all I need with her. And the rest of the supporting cast, you got Jeremy Renner coming back, and Ving Rhames, and Nick. What's not no Simon Pegg, who's hilarious. Just I like that actor. And I think Christopher McQuarrie did a great job with this. I did like Jack Reacher, but I prefer this because I like her more than Rosamund Pike from Gone Girl. Not a fan of her either, and you know why. But anyway, this was an awesome deal. Love this movie. It's a great freaking addition to the collection. And this is on par with the fourth one. I think both, if you see them back to back, they're both badass action movies. I don't care what the critics say. This got a lot of praise. It's got a 93% of Rotten Tomatoes. That's more than that. Yeah. So that's one person that thought that this was better than Star Wars. And if it wasn't for Star Wars being Star Wars, this would have been my second favorite movie of the year. I am not bullshitting you. If it had come out, you know, if there was no Star Wars movie last year, this would have been my second favorite movie behind Age of Ultron. But I love this movie. It's freaking awesome. If you haven't seen it, go see it. You will not regret it. It's got a badass lead, badass girl that I buy. Let me make that clear. Great action sequences, a great pacing, really good acting. A villain that has kind of a strange voice, but it's a good movie. And I can no longer doubt this franchise. I hated the second one, but 3, 4, and 5 were great sequels. And they fixed the franchise. Because 2 I thought was very boring. But this was great. And I can't wait to see MI6. Bring back Rebecca Ferguson. Keep making her wear girl clothes. These beautiful dresses. Just I still prefer Paula Patton in Part 4, but this was a decent substitution, and it's a woman. It's not a child. It's not a teenager. It's not some early 20-year-old. It's a real woman, and that's all I can say. But anyway, guys, happy April Fool's Day. Go watch a bunch of movies and play some pranks, but nothing dangerous. You don't want to hurt yourself or other people, but have some fun. I'm glad we made it to April. I'm going to have a ton of movies to review. I'm going to make it a surprise so I don't, spoil it for you guys. And thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. And thanks for watching my videos. And I will see you in the next one. Happy April Fool's Day.